Oh, you did? Huh? Did I provide you with the link, Nick? If you will, let me double check. My memory is kind of bad, Nick, so I don't remember. Okay, I'll check, man. I'll check. And yes, you did. All right, all right. Did you find it? Were you on there? That's what I want to know, Nick. Let's see, Nick, man, did you give us a shout out too? Man, tell your friends, anybody that's up there, give us a shout out. Yes, I was. Sheen Gators, Nick. You're internet famous now. Let's see. What do I gotta do right here? Social. Were you watching these hearings before then? So you already knew already, or did you come across it after you end up there? Let me see here. All right, all right. Bam, got that set up. And one other thing I gotta do here before. All right, all right. So you already knew already, man. You should have been like, shout out to Collect Call James and the Collect Call family, if you will, Your Honor. Especially if it would have been the one with the hipster mustache. How is everybody doing today? Let me make sure we got all the comments. 11 p.m. court? What could it be? Is Hey, oh damn, we got some people on Twitch. What up? What up? 11 p.m. court. Yup, yup, yup. Let me see over here. I want to make sure I don't miss none of the comments from the other social media streams, if you will. I was watching it right before I got arrested. I got arrested at 12. What? Sheen Gators, Nick. Talk about bad timing. It's all bad. Hey, you know what they say? Nothing good happens after 12 a.m. Let me see channel. Where we at? We're in Maricopa County. Hey, what's up, Chrissy? Hey, did you pay your? Nah, hell nah, man. I went to buy some eggs. I went to buy some eggs. 7 a.m. here in the UK. That's right, Mandy. Let me see. Hey, but thank you, thank you guys for you guys that are supporting the James Internet Fund, if you will. You know, I could get off this damn AOL dial-up connection. Is no bueno. I went out there and I was telling my wife, I was laughing. I was like, hey, man, the internet went down. A bunch of people started sending me roses and stuff. And she was like, what? You know what? She was like, man, the internet went out over here too. I was like, yeah, it went out for a few minutes. I don't know what happened. That's weird. And then let me see. So yeah. That last, the last hearing, it was interesting. A lot of stuff happening on that hearing. And I know some of you guys are gonna ask me for the California information. I still haven't checked it yet. I've been editing the other videos and whatnot for the ones from Monday, so I'll get that done sometime tonight. Oh, there we got the mark. Damn, James, I knew it was a Microsoft Teams meetings. You're lying to us. Look, I could see the little logo right there. It says Microsoft Teams. How come you can't press the X? How come you can't hit the mute button? James, you're deceiving us, James. How dare you? How dare you? Why are you gonna do us like that, James? Why, oh why? What the what? We got two meetings? Hell no, one of my I think I got double see is the thing off? Admit. Oh, we don't got the mute. Oh, the mute button came back. That's all bad. It is all bad. Let me shut this down here. Let me see. Let me see. Where do we got this audio coming in from? Oh, we got it from here. All right, let me mute this right here. This is brutal. If you want to watch Maricopa, hit the link above. All right, let me close this down. All right, let's see what's up. Hey, what's up, Paul? His queen. Welcome back, James. Let me see. That was horrible, that case. Let me see here. Hey, thank you, Paul. Really appreciate that daily heart. Highly appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you guys, even the ones that tell me to hit the X, and the ones that tell me to hit the unmute button. Though especially the ones that tell me to shh. James, I can't hear what the judge is saying. I can't hear what's happening. Hey, what up, Sue? Welcome back again, Sue. All right, all right. So are you guys ready for tomorrow? Are you guys ready for California? Third day numero tres. What's up, Nana 69772? Damn, James, do you really talk like that sometimes? Especially when I think in my head. I definitely speak like that. Nah, James, I don't think that you be acting like this like in real life. Really? Nah, sometimes it depends. It depends who I'm around. Sometimes you get regular James. I tagged you in it. Hey, thank you, is Nick. If you see, hey, can you move that mute box? What up, Tonka man? Okay, Discord. It's Annie A. What's up? Morning from the UK. Let me see. I'm ready for Miami. It's funny with state and judge, right? Smog. Let me see. Did you get the results for today? Nana, I still haven't checked. But they're up already. I just haven't checked them yet. Good evening, James. But I'll make sure I get a video by tonight. I know you guys want to check it out. So I just finished editing the video for um for the one from yesterday, and I clipped the ones that stuck out to me the most. But somebody mentioned another one that I slipped on, so I might edit it again to add a fourth clip. What up, Kay? How's it going? Let me see. Oh, another attorney in the room. Damn, you guys are definitely chicken hockey. You guys got some really good eyesight over there. Hey, thank you for that daily heart right there. Another attorney in the heart. Hey, thank you, Adamson, for that daily heart. It's great. It's a great atmosphere in your lives. Hey, Maria, thank you. I appreciate that. It means a lot. How many people are here, James? In the courtroom, I have no idea. In the live, it's about 109. Let me see. And back's tomorrow. Cha cha, you know it. Hey, hello from Oregon. Hey, what up, Oregon? And I know I'm saying Oregon incorrectly. I heard I pronounced it wrong. Does anybody know why the last attorney was there? Are you talking about on the last stream for that lady? Judge Mindy doesn't mess about that. She don't play around. Amanda, she does not play around. And hopefully, the hello from Amarillo, Texas. Hey, what's up, Cynthia Davis? You said it correctly. Gracias. At the 8 p.m. corner, I think. So the 8 p.m. one, what happened was this lady. You're talking about the lady. You're talking about the lady because that was the only lady with the attorney. She was there for voter fraud and also using somebody's social security and using somebody else's identity. And they didn't want to give her. I think they gave her like a $10,000 bond. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she was also a resident. So she's not even a U.S. citizen. So things ain't looking good for her. Her life is just about to change. Yeah, 10K. I'm not sure if you jump on T Heart. If you jump on YT, I uploaded that video on YT, but it's cut into two different segments. My internet went out in the middle of it, so maybe you saw the where my internet came back up because everybody was pitching in. Everybody's pitching in roses and pennies and all kinds of stuff to get my internet going back up. So highly appreciate that. And she works at Amazon. Who knows if she's still doing still using continuing using. It doesn't make any sense. If she's a resident, why would she be using other people's information? Unless she had cases, yeah, from 2009 all the way to 2021. She had a good run, 11 years. That's pretty good, in the criminal world, if you will. Definitely, that's like about maybe like 50 years in dog years. So she definitely had a good run. Straight up. There's people that start messing around. They get caught really, really early in the game, and that's how they wrote. But she, man, 11 years. My hats off to her. What up, Laura 19 coming in from the UK? Maybe tax evasion. What up, HD? She definitely had a good run. That's crazy. All right. James. Oh, a dumpster fire. Thank you. Highly appreciate that. James, this can't be real. There's nowhere where I live. There's no court at 11 p.m. This can't be real. No way, no how. You're a liar, a cheater, and a deceiver. Not only that, you're manipulating the matrix, and you're probably using Chat GBT to set up this whole thing right here. You're probably not even real, James. You probably don't even exist. Prove to me you exist, James. Let me see. They caught the gingerbread woman. Anita. James is the best. In Arizona, crimes never stops. Not the Matrix. I'm the Oracle, if you will. No, James, the Oracle's a woman. The Oracle was a woman. But now, I'm a man. The Matrix. Let me see. Hello from Nuevo Mexico. What's up? How's it going? Who? What advice for parole hearing? Not that matrix. The best advice I could give you for a parole hearing is this: if you didn't start working on getting yourself ready for
All
parole.
right.
Oh, hold on.
Stand up.
Oh shit, hold on. Let me get up, man. Don't scream at me. Can you stream Canada or do they?
All
Your stream
right.
doesn't.
Everybody stand up.
Did somebody pass
Sir,
gas?
stand up.
Damn, he's all highly aggressive. He must be all roided up. Mm.
Thank you. Everyone may be seated.
That scared the heebie-jeezies out of me. Some people are not. Yay, started.
Good evening. This is the time set for the 11 p.m. calendar on April 22nd, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month will apply to all matters on today's calendar. I'll call you each one at a time to the podium, and I'll provide a second name to sit in the chair outside of this room. If we could start with Danielle Lopez to the podium and Justin Callahan to the chair.
Hey, and I just double checked my YT account. The restriction is off, so I'm back in the game. I'm like EA Sports. It's in the game. I'm back in, guys. Put me in, coach.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Daniel G. Lopez, 5381.
Thank you, sir. It does look like we are here on a grand jury warrant that was issued with an offense date of April 25th, 2024. And it includes one count of dangerous drug possession for sale, a Class 2 felony, one count of narcotic drug possession for use, a Class 4 felony, and one count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you, and I'm going to set an arraignment hearing on April 30th at 8:30 in the morning. In this case, you are being held non-bondable. Again, your next hearing will be April 30th at 8:30 in the morning, and that's the time set for you to also meet your attorney. Do you have any questions, sir?
No.
Okay, just up to your left, they'll give you that paperwork. If I can have Barry West to the podium, and then I'll call Justin Callahan.
All right, I just started up a YT stream that I noticed that we're back in the game. Man, I gotta let everybody know I'm back. I'm back. Hey, red box is scrolling the wrong.
Good evening, sir. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Barry West, 92878.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you are here on a probation violation warrant that was issued with allegations you violated terms 3, 5, 9, and 15 of your probation. Hold on one moment, and then I'll let you speak, okay? I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you, and you're going to have a probation revocation hearing on April 29th at 8:30. In this case, you have a secured appearance bond of $2,500. If that bond is posted, you'll have written conditions of release that will include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. Now, did you have any questions, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. I've already talked to my lawyer about those allegations. The Judge Schwartz is already aware of all of them.
What allegations?
We've already, I don't know if he has or hasn't yet, but he's already filed the motion to modify conditions.
So this looks like it's a fairly new warrant. This warrant just issued April 15th. So it's about a week old, and there's no motion requesting to quash this warrant or change anything. So you'll have to discuss that with your attorney, anything if something's changed. But as of right now, you do have a valid warrant on this violation.
Okay.
Any other questions, sir?
No.
Okay, if you'll step to your left, I'll give you your paperwork. Justin Callahan to the podium and Tanya Bracamonte to the chair.
What about Ventures in Magic? I hear echo on here. What the?
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Justin Callahan, 122788.
Thank you. It does look like you have 3 cases on the calendar, and they're all probation violation warrants with allegations that you violated terms 3 and 5 in each of your probation cases. I will appoint counsel and set a probation revocation hearing on April 29th at 8:30. In each of your cases, you have a secured appearance bond of $500 for a total of $1,500. If you post that bond, you have written conditions of release to include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. All of this information will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Yes. Is there any way that I can get OR? Because look, I just got out of detox. I've been in detox half the time in 3 different detoxes, and I've been staying sober. I didn't get caught with no drugs on me. I didn't get caught with. Only thing I got caught with was a Black Camaro, and I was sitting down smoking a Black Camaro when I got pulled up on, and I told him, yeah, I'm on probation. I admitted to it, and I'm willing to come to my court hearings. I got no reason to run. I got an apartment on 8th Street right here in Phoenix, and now that I got my own apartment, so I would like to know if I could please get OR.
So it looks like you were previously seen in February, and you were ordered to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release.
And I did. I told him I was going to detox.
This indicates that you did not do that and that they did not know where your whereabouts were, and that's the purpose of the filing of this petition to revoke your probation. So you'll have to discuss that with your attorney at your next hearing, which will be April 29th, but the bond will remain tonight. Do you have any further questions, sir?
No.
Okay, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork. Tanya Bracamonte to the podium and Mario Rivera to the chair.
Hey, is my stream lagging? Is it lagging? Or is it just my computer?
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Tanya Marie Bracamonte, 12/26/83.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like you have 2 cases on the calendar. The first one is a new Superior Court case, and it does include 1 count of aggravated domestic violence, a Class 5 felony, and 1 count of disobeying an order of the court, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference April 28th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing May 1st at 8:30. In this case, you have a secured appearance bond of $1,500. In addition to that, it looks like you're on probation. So when you were picked up for this new offense, that is a Term 1 violation of your probation. So I will appoint counsel and set a probation revocation hearing April 29th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in that case of $50. So it's a total of $1,550. If bond is posted, you do have written conditions of release you'll need to comply with. It will include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses. You must comply with the order of protection that has been issued, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions, ma'am?
No.
Okay, if you'll step to your left, I'll give you that paperwork. Mario Rivera to the podium. Sadera Gilmore to the chair. Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Mario Rivera, 4/24/55.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you have 2 cases on the calendar, and they're both failure to appear bench warrants that were issued for you. I will affirm the attorney that was previously appointed to represent you in these cases, and I'm going to set a probation revocation hearing on April 29th at 8:30. And in that case, I'm affirming the secured appearance bond of $900. And in the second case, you're going to have a status conference April 28th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing May 1st at 8:30. And you have a $50 bond in that case. So between the 2 cases, it's a secured appearance bond of $950. You have written conditions of release you'll need to comply with. It will include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. And then you'll need to ensure you attend those hearings to avoid any future failure to appear warrants and forfeiture of any bonds you post. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
I came from court yesterday, and then when I went to see my PO, that's where they arrested me. And then I was trying to explain to them that's where I came from court here in Phoenix. And so I went to explain to her that I went to court and they arrested me. I really don't know what's going on. And now I was trying to get them squashed, both cases we're talking about right now. And I did have 1 squash, I believe, and I was working on the other one. And that's when I was I went to my probation officer, and that's when they arrested me and brought me over here.
I hate when that happens. Come on.
I tried to explain to them, I was trying to get a hold of the lawyer. I was supposed to call the lawyer as soon as I got out of there on the second one to get squashed. But I went to see my probation officer first, and that's when they arrested me because I didn't have a chance to call and not look at my other lawyer first for the for the
It's always
second
an
warrant, I
excuse.
believe. That's
So I
it.
do see that a motion to quash the warrant was filed. It was denied. There was still
Okay.
an additional hearing that took place, and you didn't appear at that hearing.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about they were sent to another address because I don't live in that address. I gave my P.O. box, in my brother's P.O. box to, that way I could get a hold of it, but I never got a hold of it. I never
Motion
knew about
denied,
it.
if you will.
Okay, we'll discuss that with your attorney at your next hearing. You'll meet with your attorney at your next hearing, which is April 29th at 8:30. That's the same date. Actually, you have a hearing April 28th and April 29th.
What kind of warrants?
One is the probation revocation hearing, and one is the status conference
Did she
for
violate
the
15?
dangerous drug charges. Okay?
Okay, I guess, yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
What up, Laura?
I'm sorry?
Okay.
Okay, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork,
Four
sir.
of them? Jesus.
Pardon me? I'm sorry.
If you step to your left, the officers will give you your paperwork.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Hey,
sir.
so somebody asked what squash.
Ms. Gilmore to the
squash-
podium,
squash?
and
Is it
Mr.
squash?
Dudley to the
Squash?
chair.
I don't know. Hey, you know what? That's new for me. I've never heard that because I'm not from Arizona. But what I think it is to settle the warrants.
Good evening, could I get your name
Or
and
take
date of
care
birth?
of them.
Patricia Gilmore, December 18th, 1982.
Squash.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like you are here on a probation violation warrant with allegations you violated terms 3 and 5. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you and set a probation revocation hearing April 29th at 8:30. I am affirming the secured appearance bond of $750. If bond is posted, you have written conditions of release. It will include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. And then you'll need to ensure you attend that hearing to avoid any failure to appear, warrants, and forfeiture of that bond. Did you have any questions, ma'am? Okay, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
Hey, I was
Thank
like the
you.
other guy the other day. The other day
Mr.
was saying,
Dudley to the
"Squash."
podium and Mr. Robles to the chair.
Is this live? You ask. Hey, don't come to me for legal advice.
Good
I might
evening.
give
Could
you,
I please get your name and date of
might
birth?
get you locked
My
up.
name is
Later,
Jihad
get you out.
Majidahad, 8876. Can you please put me under my name because my people have a hard time finding me. Also, I had a problem with probation. They have me down as Jay Dudley. I don't have an ID as Jay Dudley. So when I go down to take my UA, they don't accept it because they don't have my name. And I don't have an ID in that name. My name is Jihad Majidahad.
Oh,
It's on my.
Do you know why they ever booked you as Dudley?
that was
I
my
have.
old name.
It's a few reasons. I have a brother that's used my name before, and under that name,
What? Your brother?
I've used
Thank you for that, Daily Heart.
1,000 aliases when I was younger.
Oh,
Okay.
So that one sticks, but it's supposed to be under Jihad Majidahad. That's what I should be booked under, and that's what's on my Arizona ID.
Better
Okay.
call-
I do
better
see
call
under the
Sal
booking
Bateman
name,
for help.
the name you've indicated. I can't change that they have you listed under Mr. Dudley, though. So talk to your attorney. I'm not sure if there's anything they could do about that if it's causing you issues.
They're going to tell me the same thing. They're going to tell me that the court you have to put it on the docket that is recognized as my legal name. I don't know what the process is, but like that's the name.
You better believe if I'm out there committing
I think
crimes,
I think the officers picked
My
that name because that's the
AKA
easier of
it's
the
not
two.
gonna be Dudley. You better
I don't
believe
know,
that.
but I'm gonna have a problem with probation
life
and
now?
urine and taking urine analysis and everything if I'm booked under that name. I can't get an ID in that name.
Dudley.
You know what I mean?
You need to put it in writing to ask for the change, writes WAJ321. He'll come back next week, change name, thinking a crime will leave.
Just trying to
You
look
can
at the
just pick
docket.
your
It does
name
look
and
like
ask the
it
judge to change
uses
it.
both names interchangeably
Welcome
throughout the
late.
paperwork and just has Mr. Dudley as the alias.
Good morning from the UK.
So if it has it as the alias, then why would it show up as the primary?
Like I said, in different places it kind of flip-flops it. In some places it has Dudley as the alias, and in some places it has it as
Hey, just like crime don't stop.
the
we have
legal
court all
name
day here.
and with your booking name as Mahat Majid
crimers are going to be
Kahan.
criming all the time, especially after midnight.
Hopefully your attorney can file something to get it corrected for purposes of your urinalysis. Because like I said, I do see it kind of listed both ways, interchangeably in different documents. I'm not sure exactly how it got that way though. You are here today on a probation violation that was filed with allegations that you violated terms 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 of your probation. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you, and you'll have a probation revocation hearing April 29th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $750. If you post that bond, you'll have written conditions of release. It will include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. That phone number will be included in your paperwork.
So I can bond out on this?
You can, yes.
I can't see him.
It's the secured appearance bond of $750, so you can use a bail bonding company if you choose to do so. And then if you do bond out, just make sure you contact your probation officer and then attend that hearing on April 29th. Did you have any questions?
That's it.
Okay, thank you, sir. If you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, so
Mr. Robles to the podium.
when you use an
And
alias
Mr. Kennard to the chair.
and they book you on that, it's hard to get that stuff reversed. A lot of times they'll just keep you under that name because it
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Anthony Robles, 8/13/92.
Thank you. It does look like you are here on 2 cases on the calendar. And it looks like they are both failure to appear warrants. You missed some hearings. I'm going to affirm the attorney that was previously appointed to represent you. And I'm going to set a probation revocation hearing April 29th at 8:30. I'm going to set a status conference April 28th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing May 1st at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $500 on one case and $50 on the other. So between the 2 cases, it's a total of $550. If bond is posted, you have written conditions of release. It does include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. You'll need to ensure you attend all of those hearings to avoid any future failure to appear warrants and forfeiture of any bond you post. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No, so I'm bondable.
What?
Say that again, sir?
So I can get bonded out?
Yes, if you post bond, you have a secured appearance bond of $550 that would need to be posted.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you, sir.
Yeah, why does he have sandals with socks
Mr.
on?
Kennard to the podium and Ms.
Gators.
Stillwell to the chair.
Ooh, look at, he has sandals on. What happened to his shoes? Sounding like a whippersnapper. I thought it was an old man when I heard him.
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
James Allen Kennard, 3rd, December 1st, 1988.
Thank you. It does look like you are here on 2 probation violation warrants that were issued with allegations you violated terms 3, 5, and 15. I will appoint counsel and set a probation revocation hearing April 29th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $250 in each case for a total of $500. If bond is posted, you have written conditions of release to include contacting your probation officer within 24 hours. All of this information will be listed in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No.
Thank you, sir. If you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
Sound like somebody was in pain.
Ms. Stillwell to the podium
It might be the Llorona.
and Ms. Silva to the chair.
James, what live stream are you watching?
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Jasmine Stillwell,
Sorry about that,
And your
guys.
date of birth, ma'am?
August 7, 1982.
Thank you. It does look like you have 2 cases on the calendar. The first one is a new Superior Court case. It does include 1 count of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You'll have a status conference April 28th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing May 1st at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $250 in this case. You're also on probation, and so when you were picked up for this offense, it is a Term 1 violation. So I'm going to appoint an attorney on that case as well and set a probation revocation hearing April 29th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $250 in this case as well. So it's a total bond of $500 between your 2 cases. If bond is posted, you have written conditions of release. It will include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours of release. And then you'll need to ensure you attend those hearings to avoid any failure to appear warrants and forfeiture of any bond. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions? If you'll step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork.
Riley, thank you for sharing that live. Highly
Ms.
appreciate
Silva to the podium,
it. Probably is, if
and
you
Mr.
will.
Young to the chair.
Despo, thank you for the follow. Hey, and if you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. It's free 99. It's free for you,
Good
free for
evening, could I
me.
get your name and date of birth?
Don't be a Mr. Krabby
Ellen
Patty.
Mendez Silva, December 2nd, 2000.
Damn,
Thank
she
you,
looking
ma'am. It
mighty
does look
rough.
like you have 2 cases on the calendar. The
La
first one is
Leona.
a probation violation warrant that was issued with allegations you violated terms 3, 5, and 15 of your probation. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you and set a probation
She look like she
revocation
got a
hearing
mop
April
head.
29th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $350 in this case. You also have a warrant from Peoria Municipal Court related to a drug paraphernalia charge with an offense date of Oh, sorry, it's not a warrant, it's a new case with an offense date of today, April 22nd, 2025. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you and set an arraignment hearing in the Peoria Municipal Court on April 24th at 9 a.m. You'll have a $50 secured appearance bond in this case, and that is a Class 1 misdemeanor charge. Between the 2 cases, it's a $400 secured appearance bond. If you post bond, you have written conditions of release to include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours, and then you'll need to ensure you attend those hearings. They are at 2 different locations.
Right
Dates,
here? Hold
times,
on,
and
let me get it.
locations
Right
will
here?
be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions? Okay, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork. Mr. Young to the podium and Ms. Goodman to the chair.
Hold the screen
Good
and
evening. Could I get your name and
repose
date of birth?
alive, if you
Clyde
will.
Young, April 25th, 1983. Before you begin, Your Honor, may I address you, please?
I'm going to go over some information I need to address with you, and then I'll give you an opportunity to speak. Okay, sir?
All right.
You are here on one case, and it is a
What up,
Superior
Natalie?
Court probation violation warrant with allegations that you violated terms 1, 3, and 5 of your probation. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you, and I'm going to set a probation revocation hearing April 29th at 8:30. In this case, you have a secured appearance bond of $250. If that bond is posted, you have written conditions of release. It will include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours of release. Now, did you have any questions regarding that?
Yes, ma'am. I understand that he have issued a warrant out for my arrest, but I've been calling him and leaving voicemails on his message machine for like the last couple of weeks, and because I'm supposed to report to him every second Thursday of the month, and ever
that
since
his
then
Best
I've
Buy
been calling,
uniform?
and he just now. I was just now able to get in contact with him yesterday, and I've been spending time in the hospital. I'm homeless. I have an enlarged prostate, so I have to have tests done to see if I have cancer or not. And I'm going through some hardship right now. I'm in school. I'm at RSI. I'm supposed to be in school tomorrow, and I was kind of hoping if you could give me some leniency with give me some of my own reconnaissance because I can't afford the $250. I'm down here by myself. I don't have no help, and I'm doing the best that I can to try to make ends meet, to try to reach out for support and to do things that's necessary for me to do.
So I did read the probation notes, and I do see that you did contact him yesterday, and he had some questions regarding where you had been the last 6 weeks, and you had apologized for not reporting. And so that's part of the reason why you're here, is for failing to report for the previous 6 weeks, in addition to a couple other offenses. And so I am going to affirm the bond of $250, and then your next hearing will be April 29th.
His phone was broken.
Ma'am, my birthday April 25th, ma'am, and I don't have the $250 to bond out. And like I said, I've been calling this man. I've been leaving voicemails for him to reach me. I've been trying to contact him, and he just answered the phone for me. I was so happy. I was like, man, thank you for finally answering the phone for me. But he was so, he didn't want to. I understand, like, that my situation being homeless and whatnot, like, he couldn't really, like, because my phone was turned off and I couldn't afford to pay my phone bill. But as soon as I paid my phone bill, I reached out to him. You know what I mean? And it was right in time for me to have my schedule busy, which is the second Thursday of every month.
Nobody in the homeless encampment had a phone
and I
to let you
understand
borrow?
he stayed 6 weeks. It took that long, but I was reaching out to him, leaving the voicemails and everything. And I was letting him know that I was in the hospital.
I thought your phone was disconnected.
You know, I was letting him know what was going on with me, reading through the voicemails. Even though I didn't have like contact with him personally, like over the phone, well, I did leave a voicemail for him.
So you did
And,
or you didn't?
And I've been reaching out to support groups. I've been reaching out. I went to the mission to try to find spots that I could get into because I am homeless. And he knows that because I told him that, and I was like, I mean, it's a struggle out here, but I'm being perseverance and I'm doing the best that I can. And if I don't go to school, they're gonna drop me out. I just started school last week Tuesday.
Don't trip. You're not that
So
invested.
I'm trying to do everything I can possibly do just so I can have a nice livelihood and be an upstanding citizen in the community.
Outstanding citizen?
And I appreciate that, sir.
Thank you.
But again, there are multiple reasons that they filed this petition to revoke, including multiple new crimes that you have been arrested for in March of 2025, which again is a Term 1 violation of your probation. So I am affirming that bond of $250. Please step to your left and they'll give you your paperwork.
Next!
Ms. Goodman to the podium and Mr. Rosas Arroyo to the chair.
Up next on The Price is Wrong. Let's see what kind of excuses we get next.
Good evening. Could I please get your name and date of birth?
Nakisha Goodman. Date of birth is 12/21/87.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like you are here on a new Superior Court case. It does include one count of aggravated assault with the use of a simulated deadly weapon, a Class 3 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference May 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing May 9th at 8:30. I'm releasing you today to the supervision of pretrial services. You'll have written conditions of release. It will include no contact with any alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses, and you are not to possess any weapons. You're also going to get an envelope with your paperwork. It's going to have instructions, and in those instructions, it will give you the phone number to contact pretrial services once you've been released. Ensure that you contact them. You also need to ensure you attend those hearing dates. Dates, times, locations will be in your paperwork. If you fail to appear at those, they will issue a warrant, and you'll risk being held on bond next time. All of that will be in that paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Honey, you will never see me again, but thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. If you step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
Hey, you know what? Look.
Mr. Rosas Arroyo to the podium and Mr. Vasquez Ortiz to the chair.
I would have called. I would have made it to the office. That would have been my number one priority.
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
My name is Leonardo Rosas, and my date of birth is 2/10/05.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on a new Superior Court case. It does include one count of unlawful means of transportation, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference May 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing May 9th at 8:30. I'm releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services. You have written conditions of release to include not returning to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses. You also need to ensure that you attend those hearings. You'll also get an envelope with your paperwork. You need to read the instructions in the envelope and contact pretrial services. Make sure you attend those hearings to avoid any failure to appear warrants and risk of being held on bond if you fail to appear. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir. If you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
Are you sure
Mr. Vasquez Ortiz to the podium and Mr. Valenzuela Lopez to the chair.
Hey, well, that's a recipe.
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Edwin Vasquez, April 1st, 2002.
Thank you. It does look like we have 4 cases on the calendar. The first one is a new Superior Court case. It does include one count of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and one count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference May 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing May 9th at 8:30. You also have 2 cases that you're currently on probation. When you were picked up for this offense, it is a Term 1 violation in each of those probation cases. So I will appoint counsel and set a probation revocation hearing April 29th at 8:30 for the 2 probation cases. And then lastly, you have a municipal court warrant on the calendar, and that relates to a drug paraphernalia charge from October of 2024, and that is out of the Peoria Municipal Court. You're not entitled to court-appointed counsel in that case, but you can hire an attorney at your own expense. You're going to have an arraignment hearing in the Peoria Municipal Court on May 8th at 9 a.m. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance in all 4 cases. That's your promise to appear. You do have a handful of hearings coming up between your 4 cases. All the dates, times, and locations will be listed in your paperwork. You're also going to have written conditions of release in each of these cases you're going to need to comply with. It will include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of this information will be included in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
So I had called in to get one of my warrants quashed,
Ashley, for you,
I'm
I
not
will.
too sure about what's happening with that.
I don't show any warrants. Officer, is there a hold?
No, ma'am. Not on my end.
Okay, I don't show any warrants. Well, other than the one that we just talked about, which is the drug paraphernalia, which I'm releasing you on, I don't show any other warrants. So unless something else comes up when they process you for release, I'm not showing anything at this time. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
People are ruthless tonight.
Mr. Valenzuela Lopez to the podium and Holland Machi to the chair. Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Christopher Valenzuela, 1129
Thank you, sir. It does look like we are here on a new Superior Court case. It does include 1 count of narcotic drug possession and 1 count of possession or use of a weapon in a drug offense, both Class 4 felonies, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference May 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing May 9th at 8:30. I am releasing you today on your own recognizance. That's your promise to appear at those hearings. You have written conditions of release you need to comply with, and you need to ensure you attend those hearings to avoid any failure to appear warrants and risk of being held on bond at the next hearing. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No.
All right, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork. Thank you, sir. Ms. Machi to the podium, and Mr. Espinoza to the chair.
Damn, everybody got picked up tonight. Shit, we're 38 minutes into this session, if you will.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Holland Bernard Machi, May 28, 1988.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like you have 2 cases on the calendar.
Yes, ma'am.
One is a Superior Court probation violation with allegations you violated terms 3, 4, and 5 of your probation. I'll appoint an attorney and set a probation revocation hearing April 29th at 8:30. You also have a warrant that was issued by the Moon Valley Justice Court, and that relates to a DUI from 2016. It actually looks like you failed to pay some fines or complete some court orders as it relates to that case. You're not entitled to court-appointed counsel due to the nature of the charges in that case, but you can hire an attorney at your own expense if you would like to. I'm going to set an arraignment hearing in the Moon Valley Justice Court on May 9th at 10 a.m. I'm releasing you today on your own recognizance in both of these cases. That's your promise to appear at these hearings. They are at different locations, dates, times, and the location will be listed in your paperwork, so make sure you look at that carefully. You also have release conditions. Those release conditions will be included in your paperwork, and it does include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. Did you have any questions, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
All right, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
That's
Mr.
how we know
Espinoza to
this
the
is your first
podium
time
and
here,
Mr.
Danny.
McDonald to the chair.
You guys always give your guy. You guys always give yourselves up by saying that.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Benjamin Espinosa, 8593.
Danny needs a timeout.
Thank you. It does look like we are here on a new Superior Court case. It does include 1 count of shoplifting, removal of goods, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of organized retail theft, a Class 4 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference May 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing May 9th at 8:30. I'm releasing you today on your own recognizance. That's your promise to appear at those hearings. You also have written conditions of release you need to comply with. It does include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses, and you may not go to any Food City stores. All of this information will be listed in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Yeah.
All right, if you step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork. Mr. McDonald to the podium and Mr. Cortez to the chair.
McDonald, February 1st, 1980.
I'm sorry, sir, could you repeat your full name?
Jose McDonald,
And your date of birth.
February 1st, 1980.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on a new Superior Court case. It does include 1 count of shoplifting, removal of goods, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference May 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing May 9th at 8:30. I am releasing you today on your own recognizance that you're promised to appear at those hearings. You do have written conditions of release you'll need to comply with. It does include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged complainants, victims, or witnesses. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions? All right, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork. Mr. Cortez to the podium and Miss Autumn Mori to the chair. Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Eduardo Macias, February 11, 92.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on a new Superior Court case. It does include 1 count of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference May 7th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing May 9th at 8:30. I'm releasing you today on your own recognizance that you're promised to appear at those hearings. You have written conditions of release you need to comply with, and you need to ensure you attend those hearings to avoid any failure to appear warrants and risk of being held on bond at any future hearings. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No.
Thank you, sir. If you'll step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork. Ms. Mori to the podium and Mr. Hernandez to the chair.
Welcome, Don. Welcome. Welcome to You Have a Collect Call From. We're doing live interviews. And I think the next person might be getting hired at Amazon or maybe.
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Autumn Mori, 6693.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like we are here on a new Superior Court case. It does include 1 count of facilitation, a Class 5 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference May 7th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing May 9th at 8:30. I am releasing you today on your own recognizance that you're promised to appear at those hearings.
Thank you.
You have written conditions of release to include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses. All of this information will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. If you'll step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork.
But I want to know what's going on over here. I want to know what this lawyer's talking
Mr. Hernandez to the podium.
This is going to be the big case tonight right here. This is going to be the money maker, if you will.
Good evening. Do we have a Spanish interpreter on the line?
Phoenix, yep. Maricopa County.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Josh, and I'm going to be your Spanish interpreter. ID number 395788640. How may I help you?
We have 1 case on the calendar that will require your assistance. We will go ahead and get started. Good evening, sir. Could I please get your name and date of birth?
Hola, buenas tardes. Me presento. Mi nombre es Joshua. Voy a funcionar como su intérprete de inglés a español. Muy bien, tenemos un caso en el calendario, así que vamos ya a empezar con esto. Muy bien, buenas noches, señor. ¿Me podría brindar su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento, por favor?
Hola, muy buenas noches, señoría. Mi nombre es William Jorge Hernández, nacido el 9 de mayo de 1996.
Muy bien, señor, quiero confirmar. Me dijo que su nombre sería señor William Jorge Hernández y me dijo su fecha de nacimiento sería 9 de mayo de 1996, ¿correcto?
Así es.
Perfecto. Hello, good evening, Your Honor. My name is William Jorge Hernandez. Date of birth is May 9, 1996.
Thank you, sir. We are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued.
Muy bien, muchísimas gracias, señor. Bueno, nos encontramos acá debido a que falló en aparecer en una de nuestras instalaciones debido a una orden que fue emitida.
I have information that you were previously before this court on December 18th, 2024.
Bien, tengo acá información de que usted previamente apareció frente a esta corte el 18 de diciembre del 2024.
Were you taken from this facility by ICE after that hearing in December of 2024?
Usted fue llevado de esta instalación por ICE, Sistema de Inmigración, a la audiencia en diciembre del 2024.
Sí, señora.
Yes, ma'am.
And when were you released by ICE?
Muy bien. ¿Cuándo fue usted liberado por ICE?
Aproximadamente hace como 1 semana y media, 2 semanas quizás. Ellos me llevaron desde el día 18 y recientemente hace como 1 semana y media o 2 semanas quizás fue que me dieron libertad bajo fianza.
Well, ma'am, so approximately 1 week and a half ago, 2 weeks perhaps, they took me on the 18th, and recently they just, well, released me. And well, they released me under a bond, so I bond out.
You don't remember the horseshoe days? I heard about it.
También me gustaría decir que estuve todo el tiempo mencionando cuando me llevaron con ICE la corte, la audiencia que tenía el día 2 de enero y el día 6 de enero, lo estuve mencionando todo el tiempo con ICE y pensé en algún momento que ellos me iban a traer ante corte y pues no pasó así, pero siempre estuve mencionándolo.
And by the way, man, I would also like to say that I was always stating to ICE that I had a hearing here on the court, and that was on January the 2nd and January the 6th, and I thought that they will bring me here to court.
Thank you for providing me that information. I'm going to affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you.
Muy bien, muchísimas gracias por proveerme esa información, señor. Ahora, voy a afirmar al abogado previamente que lo estaba representando a usted.
I'm going to set an arraignment hearing April 30th at 8:30 a.m.
Muy bien, voy a fijar una audiencia para el 30 de abril a las 8:30 a.m.
I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance. That is your promise to appear at that hearing.
Y bueno, voy a liberarlo el día de hoy bajo su propio reconocimiento. Esto es, su promesa de aparecer a esa audiencia.
You will have written conditions of release to include not possessing any weapons.
Usted tiene condiciones escritas para su liberación que incluyen no poseer ningún arma.
All of this information will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Toda esta información va a estar en sus documentos. ¿Usted tiene alguna pregunta?
Señoría, quisiera saber que ICE no me va a volver a llevar y que no voy a estar ausente esta audiencia.
He's going to get caught up in a cycle, in a vicious cycle. Very
Well, ma'am,
unfortunate.
Your Honor, I will let you know that ICE will not take me away again from this audience, from this hearing.
Judge has no control over that. Not this judge.
Thank you, sir. And just make sure you attend that hearing April 30th.
Muchas gracias, señor. Y, por favor, asegúrese de que atienda a esta audiencia el 30 de abril.
Like 2 weeks, the same thing all over again. It's going to be like deja vu.
If you will step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork.
That's what the judge didn't even say nothing. She's like, man,
Muy bien, señor.
I can't
Si
help
usted
this fool.
gira a su izquierda, le van a entregar sus documentos.
Did you have an additional question, sir? Please.
Muy bien, señor. ¿Tiene alguna pregunta adicional?
Sí, me dice ella que compadezca a esta audiencia que me está mencionando. Lo que yo estoy preocupado es que ICE me vuelva a llevar apenas que ella me dé libertad. O sea, si ella me da libertad, yo tenía una cita con un abogado legal hoy a las 5 de la tarde y pues a las 11 me arrestan.
Well, ma'am, so yes, you're telling me right now to appear at this hearing. My concern is with ICE. ICE will take me again, so if I go to an attorney's appointment with a legal appointment at 5 p.m., then after that appointment, will ICE take me again?
Did you say you posted a bond when you were released from ICE?
Yep.
Muy bien, señor. Usted me dijo que usted pagó una fianza cuando fue liberado de ICE.
Yes, ma'am, 10,000.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have any follow-up hearings with them?
He just got out.
Muy bien. ¿Usted tiene alguna audiencia de seguimiento con ellos?
El día 4 de junio tengo mi próxima audiencia de migración.
Well, yes, ma'am. On June the 4th, I have this immigration hearing.
Okay, so make sure you comply with ICE as well as attend these hearings.
She's avoiding the question. She doesn't want to tell
Muy
that
bien,
fool the
señor.
truth.
Por favor, asegúrese de ponerse de acuerdo y llegar con ICE, así también como venir a todas estas audiencias.
Does that answer your question?
Nope.
Muy bien, señor. ¿Esto responde a su pregunta?
No.
Eso creo. Si lo que estoy entendiendo es que voy a quedar en libertad hoy, que el día que me da la audiencia debo presentarme acá y la próxima ICE. Si eso fue lo que entendí, creo que sí entendí todo.
Well, I think so, ma'am. What I understand is that I will be released today and that I need to appear before you on my next hearing, and also I need to appear before ICE on my next hearing.
Your next hearing won't be before me on April 30th, but you will be released and you'll need to attend the hearing. The address will be in your paperwork.
So he was in ICE.
Bueno, su próxima audiencia con ellos no será antes que la mía. Esta es el 30 de abril, pero usted será liberado. Usted necesita atender a esta audiencia y ya se le estarán dando sus documentos.
Anything further, sir?
Immigration is going to hold them. Immigration is
Thank you, I appreciate it, Your Honor.
back to immigration hold. It's just
No,
going to
thank
be
you,
a vicious
appreciate it.
cycle.
Thank you, sir. If you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
Have a good night.
This is how a lot of people get trapped in the system. Very unfortunate.
Hello, ma'am.
And
This
that
is the interpreter speaking.
concludes-
Is there anything else?
That is everything. I really appreciate your assistance this evening.
Yup. He paid the $10,000.
You're welcome, ma'am. Thank you for calling. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
So, then the reason I know, because I had a
Can we
buddy.
see if counsel and Mr. Montoya are ready?
I had a buddy. He got arrested for
Yes.
shoplifting at Target, and they were gonna give him a ticket. And when they took him down to the station, they told him, "Oh man, sir, we can't let you go anymore. You got a ICE hold." And that was it. It was a wrap. There was nothing they could do. Once
Good
that
evening.
ICE
Could I get your name and date of birth?
they're not gonna
Tony
let you
James
go.
Montoya, August 31st, 1966.
Thank you, sir. And Mr. Hamill, could I get your appearance for the record?
Yes, Edward Hamill, we're in a limited notice of appearance, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. And do I have the state on the line?
Yes, Your Honor. George Kellerman from the Maricopa County Attorney's Office.
Thank you, Mr. Kellerman. We're here today on a new Superior Court case. It does include 8 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, a Class 2 felony. Mr. Hamill, are you here to discuss probable cause, release conditions, or both?
Your Honor, we aren't going to contest the probable cause. We will discuss the release conditions.
Thank you, counsel. Court is going to find probable cause today. Because your counsel has only entered a limited notice of appearance, I am still going to appoint an attorney to represent you. If anything changes in the future, Mr. Hamill can file an entry of appearance, and then my order to appoint a public defender would be null and void. I am going to set a couple hearings in the downtown Superior Courthouse on 175 West Madison Street. You're going to have a status conference April 28th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing May 1st at 8:30 a.m. Next, we are going to discuss your release conditions. Mr. Kellerman, would you like to put the state's recommendation on the record?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. The County Attorney's Office considers exploitive child pornography to be extremely dangerous offense because the perpetrator is simply one step removed from acting upon his deviant attraction to children. 2, he creates the market for those individuals who are actually victimizing the children depicted in such recordings. So for those reasons, the state is requesting a bond, in this case, which is significantly lower than it typically does, but of $50,000 secured appearance. Electronic monitoring is required by statute. No contact with minors, and no use of the internet except for work or school. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kellerman. Mr. Hamill, would you like to put your request on the record?
Yes, Your Honor. In this matter, I think OR would be appropriate. He's 58 years old. He's lived in the same residence for 27 years. He's married. There's no minors in the residence.
Married?
He has his adult son, his adult daughter. He has no priors whatsoever. He's a United States citizen. We've actually been attempting to facilitate self-surrender for over a month. He's no danger or flight risk to the community. He's a retiree from the city of Phoenix, although he's also employed full-time now. He's born and raised in Arizona. He doesn't have a passport. He's never traveled internationally. There's no sensitive locations within the immediate proximity of his residence. And I would also point out the state actually only charged him with 8 counts instead of the normal 10.
Oh, 8. Wow, big difference.
The crime actually occurred, I believe it was discovered by Nick Mick in 2023, June of 23. Avondale PD received their report in October of 23, and they executed a search warrant in June of 24, and they've just got around to doing the charging now, Your Honor. He's no danger to the community, and I think Avondale PD's lack of urgency indicates that.
Thank you, counsel. And I did take note that this was originally from October of 2023. I also do have to consider the 15 factors in the statute. And I did do that when I was reviewing this case, and that does include the lack of a criminal history here in this case. And because of that, I am going to set a much lower bond than I typically would. Something like this is usually a cash bond of upwards of $100,000. I am going to set the secured appearance bond of $50,000. That does mean you can use a bail bonding company, typically 10% plus collateral. However, if you do post that bond, I am going to release you to pretrial services, and you will be equipped with electronic monitoring. You will also have written conditions of release that you'll need to comply with. It will include not having any contact with any minors and no accessing the internet through any electronic means. All of this information will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions, Mr. Montoya?
On the contacting with the minors, I do have nieces and nephews that we get together.
Forget about them.
Houses and get parties for that.
Forget about it. Shouldn't even be a question.
Am I not allowed to go to get together with families anymore? Or?
Yeah.
Correct. At this time, there will be no contact with any minors, whether it be your own children or family members.
What kind of question is that?
Mr. Hamill, did you have any questions?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody. That will conclude this hearing. If you need to speak with your client, feel free to do that, and the officer will give you the paperwork. And Mr. Kellerman, thank you for being here this evening. Feel free to disconnect at your convenience.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good night.
What I want to know, how come the DA didn't speak? The DA didn't
Case
say
number
anything.
10 will proceed as a house call due to being a danger to self. Jose Young, date of birth February 10th, 1983. This is a new Superior Court case. It does include 3 counts of aggravated assault, a Class 5 felony, and 1 count of criminal damage, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent him. I'm setting a status conference April 28th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing May 1st at 8:30. I'm setting a secured appearance bond of $2,500. If bond is posted, he will have written conditions of release to include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime and no contact with any alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses. If anything changes after I meet with him, I will update the written record. Case number 14 will also proceed as a house call due to being a danger to self. Pedro Chavez Perales, date of birth April 14th, 1991. We are here on a justice court warrant related to leaving the scene of an accident with an offense date of June of 2024 and failing to appear at a hearing in March of 2025. He is not entitled to court-appointed counsel due to the nature of his charge, but he can hire an attorney at his own expense. I'm setting an arraignment hearing in the El Centro Justice Court on May 8th at 8:30 and releasing him on his own recognizance. That's his promise to appear at that hearing. He will have written conditions of release that he will need to comply with. If anything changes after I meet with him, I will update the written record. Case number 25 and 26 will proceed as a house call due to the defendant refusing orders. This is for David Hunter, date of birth July 26, 1984. The first case is a new Superior Court case. It does include 1 count of narcotic drug possession, 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, and 1 count of obstructing a highway or a public thoroughfare. Probable cause is not being found as it relates to the narcotic drugs or the drug paraphernalia, only to the count of obstructing a public thoroughfare. I will appoint counsel and set a status conference on April 28th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing May 1st at 8:30. I am setting a secured appearance bond of $50 in this case. He does have a second case on the calendar, which is a probation violation warrant with allegations he violated terms 3 and 5. I will appoint counsel and set a probation revocation hearing April 29th at 8:30. In that case, I am affirming the secured appearance bond of $1,000. If bond is posted on these 2 cases, he will have written conditions of release to include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime and contacting his probation officer within 72 hours. If anything changes after I meet with him, I will update the written record. That concludes our 11 p.m. calendar, and we will now stand in recess until 5 a.m.
I'm trying to get the name. Hold on. Let me pull it up so you guys could hear too. I'm just trying to rewind, but it's not easy. Hold up. Let me see here. For those of you guys that want to know their name, just sit tight. Make sure I don't got it too high.
Thank you.
Okay.
Court is going to find probable cause today. Because your counsel has only.
Let me see.
It was a wrap.
Okay, he's coming up right now.
Nothing they could do. Once that ICE hold shows up, they're not gonna let you go.
August 31st,
Was it Jose Montoya?
Thank you, sir. And
I was talking. I shouldn't have been
Mr.
talking.
Hamilton, conference, April 20.
Within the immediate proximity of his residence. Crime actually occurred. He's 58 years old.
There is simply one step.
And that concludes.
Is there anything else?
That is everything. I really appreciate your assistance this evening.
Okay, he's coming back up right now.
He paid the $10,000.
You're welcome, ma'am. Thank you for calling. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
So then the reason I know, because I had a
Can
buddy.
we see if counsel and Mr. Montoya are ready?
Montoya,
I had a buddy. He got arrested for shoplifting at Target. At Target, and they were gonna give him a ticket. And when they took him down to the station, they told him, "Oh man, sir, we can't let you go anymore. You got an ICE hold." And that was it. It was a wrap. There was nothing they could do. Once that ICE hold shows up, they're not gonna let you go.
I think it's Jose Montoya.
Thank you, sir.
Let me look up Jose Montoya up right now let me see how good my Twitter fingers are right now. Somebody said that they came up in the news, so if they come out in the news, then it shouldn't be too hard to find. Montoya. All right, let me see. Jose Montoya. Let me see. Phoenix or Maricopa. Let me try Maricopa. Arrest. Let's see what comes up. Is anybody searching too? Let me see here. Oh, today's hearings. Let's see what's on the calendar here. Okay, let me see. Control find Montoya. No. The only Montoya that I found on here for today is Jonathan Montoya. Could it be Jonathan Montoya? Yeah, I'm looking at the calendar for today, and it's Jonathan Montoya. Let me check. Such a common name. Yeah, if it was Jose, let me see. Montoya, Jonathan Montoya, Maricopa. Let me see. Maricopa arrest. Is it Jose? Can't find them. Let me see. Child. Somebody said that you guys saw him in the news. What channel did you guys see him on? Put his date of birth with name. Says he was sentenced to 292 months in prison. What the what? I don't. That seems a little bit too fast right there. I only learned from being here. That was a different guy. Let me see. Let me just type in Montoya without Jonathan. Let me see. Maricopa child. Let me see. More suspected. I can't find anything reported. My family calls me the Google Queen. Let me see. Somebody said that they saw it in the news, so their wives stand with them. That's crazy. Yeah, I can't find anything, but I'll try a little bit later when I have a little bit more time. But yeah, it's definitely crazy. Let me see here. So that's it. This court is over, man. For those of you that are interested, we'll be watching court tomorrow morning in California, and I gotta make that video for the court hearings of today. Let me see. I heard Avondale. Let me see. Not him asking if he can go to his family get together. Me too. Totally different. Put in county name and birthday on Google. What was his date of birth? Did anybody catch his date of birth? Let me play it back one more time.
And Mr. Hamill, could I get your appearance for the record?
Yes, Edward Hamill, we're in a limited notice of appearance, Your Honor.
Let me go back.
And it might not make sense to some of you guys, but
Court is going to find probable cause today.
In a bond, in this case, which is significantly lower than it upon his deviant attraction.
Mr. Hamill, are you here to discuss probable cause?
him up, he's gonna go back to immigration hold. It's just gonna be a vicious cycle. It might not make sense to some of you guys, but this is how a lot of people get trapped in the system. Very unfortunate.
So my YouTube is back up. It's back up.
Is there anything else?
That is everything. I really appreciate your assistance.
Flesh if you wind.
Yup. He paid the 10,000. Yup.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
So then the reason I know, because I had a buddy.
Can we see if counsel and Mr. Montoya are ready?
I had a buddy. He got arrested for shoplifting at Target. Target, and they were gonna give him a ticket. And when they took him down to the station, they told him, "Oh man, sir, we can't let you go anymore. You got an ICE hold." And that was it. It was a wrap. There was nothing they could do. Once that ICE hold shows up, they're not gonna let you go.
August 31st, 1966.
August 31st, 1956.
Thank you, sir. And Mr. Hamill, could I get your appearance for the record?
Yes, Edward Hamill, we're in a limited notice of appearance, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. And do I have the state on the line?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. George Kellerman from the Maricopa County Attorney's Office.
Did you guys hear Jose? I thought I heard Jose,
Thank you,
but
Mr. Kellerman.
I don't know.
We're here today on a new Superior Court case. It does include 8 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, a
All
class
right, let me
2
pause
felony.
that there. Let me see. What did you guys hear? And then the thing is with Maricopa, play it again.
Mr. Hamill, are you here to discuss?
Okay.
That is everything. I really appreciate your assistance this evening.
Yup. He paid the 10,000. Yup.
Thank you
I'm
for
checking
calling.
the
Have a nice
Avondale.
night.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
You too.
I
Bye.
could only hear you. And of all the times that I was talking, this is the one time.
Then the reason I know, because I had a
Can
buddy.
we see if counsel and Mr. Montoya are ready?
I had a buddy. He got arrested for shoplifting at Target. Target, and they were gonna give him a ticket. And when they took him down to the station, they told him, "Oh man, sir, we can't let you go anymore. You got an ICE hold." And that was it. It was a wrap. There was nothing they could do. Once that ICE hold shows up, they're not gonna let you go.
August 31st, 1966.
Thank you, sir. And Mr. Hamill, could I get your appearance for the record?
Yes, Edward Hamill, we're in a limited notice of appearance, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Man, I might have to send this video to the FBI so they could clear up my voice. Let me see. October 31st, 56. Let's see here. Nothing on their Facebook page. Last name is Montoya. Your clock is 5 seconds ahead. Ah, damn it! It's because of the lag. My internet is not that lightning fast. That's what's happening. So, damn. See, I'm typing in Jose Montoya on the MA search here. And we'll see right now. Not the bad internet again. Do you need? I might need two this time. Let me see. I don't know. Nah, nothing come out. Let me type in Jonathan. See Jonathan. Let me check Jonathan Montoya. Because I mean, I found the Montoya on the court calendar there. Let me see here. Paste. Search. 56. Yep. All right, my thing is thinking right now. No, that's not. Yeah, that's not his name. Oh well, I tried, guys. My Twitter fingers weren't working that good. What's up, Sancho 310? 2 cent. don't spend it on it. Wow, man, Teresa, you sent over 2 pence. Highly appreciate that. Good morning. What time does court start today? And kick, please, James. UK time. I don't know UK time. So right now it's what is it? Midnight right now. So we'll be live in 8 hours. So whatever 8 hours from now, that's what we'll be live. I'm gonna be up at 8 a.m. My local time, if you will. Jose probably not correct either. Jose, let me check. Jose, maybe Juan. Let's check. It was something. It sounded like something with a J. It's in a cowboy hat last session. Thank you. Highly appreciate that. Yeehaw. Currently 8, so yeah, that's not it either. I don't know. We'll have to crack this case tomorrow, if you will. Anyhow, hey, I do appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and take it down for the day. I'll be back on YT tomorrow. They lifted the ban about 9 LA normally. That is right, Smog. 8:12 UK time. Yup. Anyhow, hey, I do appreciate you guys. Whether you're watching, you're lurking, all of that stuff, you know. It don't matter. Hey, I am collect call James. You are watching. You have a collect call from. Look up Luis Antonio. Hold on. Okay, Luis. Let's see. Let me see. Luis Antonio. Luis. It's stinking. It's stinking. Nope, nothing. Nah, 404 for Luis Antonio Gonzalez. Flush, if you will. All right, guys. Hey, you are. I am Collect Call James. You are watching. You have a collect call from. And like I said around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it slices out. And with that, we're out. You guys have a good one. A rato. Mind the gap. Mind the gap. out and about? Right here. I'm inside the metro right now. Órale. All right, all right. Early bird catches a worm. Everything went well. What's up with the stream? Everything's lovely, homie. Everything's lovely. Yep. Yeah? Yep. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, let me know if your chicos gonna want some marketizers today, all right? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Let me know, homie. All right, homie. All right. All right, homie. So today I'm not gonna do any live shit, so I'll probably just I'll sketch up some shit. Listen, I got a weak signal, so I'm gonna let you go, all right? Handle, homie, handle. Hear me? All right. A rato. I got a weak signal. Call you later. Oh shit, I haven't cut the stream. My apologies. I forgot about it. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off now. Hey, you guys have a good one. And with that, I'm out. You guys got a behind the series look.